Orlando and Lake Mary.
And our workout guru is joining us now with some portable exercises. These are things that you can do anywhere, right?
Yes.
All right, what have you got?
Well, a lot of people always wonder what they can do to stay healthy on a trip or a vacation or a business trip. So
Yes.
a band is a great way because it's very lightweight and very portable. But also this band in particular, I'm a fan of for certain types of exercises because you can see you can double it up. It's enclosed, so you can do certain exercises with it. But the first one I'm going to show you is something called an upright row, where you're going to actually stand on the band.
Like this, right?
Yep, exactly. You know it. You know it. Toes are facing forward, feet are shoulder width apart, and your elbows are always in the lead for this one. So you're going to have a closer grip, and then your elbows are always in the lead. They come above your wrists. They lead the way.
So you're actually getting resistance training without packing your weights and your luggage.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can do it with body weight, and band is another way to do it without actually bringing.
And that's working
heavy.
your shoulders, right?
Yeah, your medial
Traps.
delt and your traps. Exactly. There you go. See, she's on
Well,
it.
you know, when you travel these days, most hotels do have some kind of workout facility, but it seems like you get there and it's like, oh, there's only one weight and that machine's broken
Right.
and the
Yeah.
elliptical doesn't work. So this is a
Absolutely.
guarantee. You have
So-
no excuse, right?
Yes, and if you can't rely on someone else, you can rely on yourself.
Okay.
So
There you go.
So
definitely.
you'll have great looking shoulders. doing the upright
Exactly,
row.
yeah. And I'm going to show you how we're going to have great looking back as well. So
Okay.
this one is one of the exercises where it doubles up.
Okay.
It's called a bent over row, and we've done this before with weights, I believe, on this segment. But what I'm showing you here is with the band. What you're doing is it's getting your core into play because you're bent over, so you're against gravity, and you're just simply going to take your arms and you're making your shoulders come back together, so your shoulder blades come back together. So this is also working your biceps as well as your back, and then of course your core, just from simply being bent over against gravity.
And you want to keep your elbows in tight when you do that, right?
Yeah, well, there are a couple different versions of the row. You can have
Okay.
a close grip, which works more of your rhomboids, which is the middle of your back, and your scapula, your back. And then there's a wider grip, which works the back of your shoulders, the posterior delts, and your back. So either way, working your back, just you can switch it up at different times.
For
So-
a man, you always want to have that nice V shape, so this is one of those
Right.
exercises you can
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah, I haven't been a man, but I'll take your word for it.
We
That's
have
what
that on
the guys
tape,
want.
okay, if we ever need
Quote me on that.
clarification.
Yes.
Yeah, the guys want the wide shoulders and the thin waist. There
All
you
right.
go.
Good to know.
Now, you're on vacation, you've done your shoulders and your traps and you got that, but of course if you're wearing the bikini, ladies, you got to work on the abs,
Of
right?
course,
So-
yes.
And guys.
And guys, right.
There you
right.
go, the V shape. Remember,
You don't have the option of the one piece though, you know?
That's
so-
true. I'm going to come down onto the ground for this one. This is actually called a resisted crunch. So we've all seen crunches done in the gym, and I just want to show you that a lot of people actually do a crunch wrong. What your abs actually are meant to contract, if a lot of people you see kind of coming forward, you actually want to put your arms up to the sky. You can hold weight if you want to, and you're just going up and down. That's how your abs are actually supposed to contract. So for this exercise, we're just adding a little bit of resistance. So we're going to hold the band up to the ceiling, and you're coming up and down. Now, on the upward, obviously, you have that extra resistance, but the band, because of its elasticity, it wants to come down on its own. So you have to control it on the way up and
gosh.
on the way down. So it's just a little bit of a progression.
You know what? Sometimes the reason people do crunches incorrectly is because it just feels like what you just did is a very small movement, and you sort of feel like, okay, I'm not doing enough. I need to stretch a little bit more, but it really is a small movement.
Exactly, and a lot of times you want to think of effectiveness and quality versus the quantity of the motion. So if you were to do the crunch properly, it is more difficult than coming forward. So you might not be able to do as many of them, but they're going to be more effective.
And how many of each of those would you need to do, the 3 exercises they showed us today?
Well, ideally, the core, any of your core muscles are endurance-based muscles. So you don't need super amounts of weight, and you can do higher rep range. So, anywhere from, 10, 15, even if you're resisting it, maybe a little bit less.
Okay, very good. We've got our portable exercises. I'm going to go
do.
and practice right now.
All right.
There you go. Fantastic.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah.